Hello guys, welcome back to Elite Horizons. Today we are responding to a community goal. Apparently a professor is building a research outpost in the Dahan system. So we need to go to the Dahan gateway and we will participate in making the system secure by handing in bounty vouchers. And that will give us the chance to earn extra credits as part of this community goal. So what we want to do is land here at the Dahan gateway, and this community goal will be running until December 31st, and then based on your participation you will be granted extra credits. So we have safe disengage. Now we just need to land. Put some pips into engines here, request some docking. There we go. So the landing pad should be over there, so we'll just boost this way. It's nice to fly the small ships when you need to dock. So we have landing pad 42, it's right down there. So now that we have arrived, we need to check the bulletin board. So here we are. The community goal is listed here. Research outpost, combat appeal. That's a job for us and our vulture. Security initiative. Earn rewards by handing in bounty vouchers at Dahan gateway. And as I said, this will run until December 31st. Professor Ishmael Palin, the scientist leading research into the unknown artifacts, has announced plans to establish a new research outpost on Maya Biba, the Maya system. To ensure the safety of those making deliveries to Nelson Works, the Confederation of Dahan has asked for help in keeping the spaceways of Dahan clear. So that's a job for a bounty hunter like us. Here's the current tier rewards: minimum cash reward of 100,000 credits, just for joining in. Commander reward proportional to contribution, details below. Global progress. So apparently a lot of money has been made in this system handing in bounty vouchers. And 1,766 people have participated. So there's almost 1 week and 2 days left on this goal. And here's the reward structure. Rewards depend on your contribution to the goal and which reward tier is met. So we're down here. We have no rewards because we haven't done anything yet. And then we can progress up through the tiers here. So I guess if we get into the top 5%, we'll make 5 million credits more. The top 15 would net us 2.5 million. So we'll sign up. So that's what we like to do. We're going to bounty hunt anyway. And let me show you something else that I've done since the last time we checked in. So I'm still rolling for Zachary. But if you look at the rating here, I went ahead and I brought up my merits to 1530. If you head back out here, you can see there's only 1 day until my rating will take effect. So I'll make it to the 4th rating here, unlocked at 1500 merits. And if you take a look at all of this stuff here, you can see that here's the basic rating. It doesn't really help. Rating 2 is very easy to get to. That's where you get the bonuses to bounty and all that. You only need 100 merits for that. You can make that in half an hour or less. Rating 3 is unlocked at 750 merits, but it only gives you a boost of 500,000 credits. But if you get 1500, and that's actually not that many, I think I spent 3.5 hours maybe gaining the 1500 merits from scratch, then you get a weekly bonus of 5 million on top of the bounty bonuses that you get at rating 2. So it's actually a lot of money to get extra for very little effort, and merits will carry over from week to week, so you don't have to start from scratch on the 2nd week. So it'll be even less time I have to spend getting to 1500 merits on the 2nd week, and I still get that bonus of 5 million. Getting to rating 5 is 10,000 merits, so that's a really large jump. Whereas the 100, 750 and 1500 is easy to get to, this will be a lot. So I'm probably not gonna do that, even though the 50 million would be nice, but that's a lot of grinding. But getting to rating 4 is easy, so you can do that if you want. Alright guys, let's get out there. and earn some credits, making the space lane safe for the freighters to bring in supplies to build that research outpost. So here we are leaving the station. So let's take a look at the navigation here. Let's see where we might go. There's a conflict zone here, but that will not help us. It cannot contribute to the community goal. We need bounty vouchers for that. In a conflict zone you'll get the military bonds. It would have been easy though to rack up a lot of kills if we could use that. So we have the nav beacon right there, and we'll go there first and see if we can find some wanted ships to blow up.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
All ships that jump into a system will land at the sun, where the navigation beacon is. So that's a good place to hang out and scan incoming ships to see if they have wanted status. Let's just take a look at the system here. So this is a low security system, so there should be some wanted ships by the navigation beacon. I like the head look in the Vulture. It's much better with the open cockpit in the top than what I used to have in the Viper. Alright, here's a navigation beam. We need to wear some pretty strong sunglasses looking at that sun. Just waiting for the distance and speed to enter the blue area so we can safely disengage from Super Cruise. There we go. So what do we have here? Let's scan this guy. Type 7 transporter. And he's clean as a whistle. Let's take a look at contacts. That's an adder. That's usually something that might be wanted.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Yeah, power limit exceeded. That's because I'm wearing more modules and hardpoints than the power plant can support on this ship. Let's take a look at the modules over here, just show you real quick. So I set the cargo hatch to priority 2 and the fuel scoop to priority 3, and that means that those two modules just automatically shuts off when I deploy my hardpoints, because then I use 103%, which is more than the 100% output of my power plant, but I can still run all of my stuff. When I set these to a lower priority, it'll just automatically shut off when I deploy the guns. Alright, so here's a Viper, let's check that. So just start the kill warrant scan. As clean as a whistle as well. Actually nothing here with these transporters. Well, perhaps not nothing. We do have a a nice view and someone bumping straight into us. Alright, let's see who that was. Is this Viper here? But he's clean. Oh, let's take a look at the contact list. There's still nothing going on here at all. Alright, let's try a different approach to bounty hunting. Look at the navigation tab here, we don't have anything. We don't see any resource extraction points or anything like that. So let's take a look at the system map. Let's see what else we have in the system here. Arrival point, this is very far away. A high middle content world. Alright, let's set this as a destination. Right now we're over here at the sun, and then we'll fly through the system down towards this planet here. And hopefully we'll spot a resource extraction site either here at Hathor or here at Dahan 3, this blue planet. Let's go.
Silent running.
Oh, so I just hit
Shields offline.
I just hit silent running by mistake.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
It's right next to my to my frameshift drive on the flight stick. Alright. We need to enter Super Cruise.
Cannot comply.
And first we need to retract the hard points, but now we lost the shields unfortunately, but they'll recharge before we get to the destination, I'm sure. Let's just go.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
Yeah, so silent running will shut off the shields
engage.
and make you harder to spot on the radar for the enemy ships, but it'll also slowly overheat your ship when you do it. So it's something you might use for PvP, or maybe even from escaping a PvE situation that you can't handle. So you see it's pretty far to Dahan 3C, and I'm just hoping we'll spot a resource extraction point on the way, or something else that might have some wanted ships. We're getting closer to the planet. Ah, here's one resource extraction site, so let's head to that. So we just need our shields back. Let's just put all of our pips into systems. We need to slow down, going too fast. So here we are at the blue planet. It's very nice looking. It looks like we are coming in too hot with the speed. We're just gonna slow down time. The trick to approaching these resource extraction sites that are located in asteroid fields is to not fly through the rings, because that'll drop you out of Super Cruise. And also you sort of have to approach from above and then down on the ring, because otherwise you might get dropped out of Super Cruise by the asteroids before you make it to the actual resource extraction sites, like 100 kilometers before or something like that, which is not very handy. So you want to sort of just approach it from up here, so you don't fly through the rings. Safe to disengage. Let's just take a look. Contact list. There's a 30 lands. That's already looking up. They usually have a big bounty if they're wanted. So let's get closer, put some pips into engines and boost down there. Deploy hardpoints.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
And it is wanted. So we'll scan it with the kill warrant scanner, and we can see the police there is already engaging it. That's the green ship shooting at it from behind. So let's put all of our pips into weapons. And we finished the kill warrant scan. I'll just hit it. Bring down the shields. It should be targeting the police. So I don't think we're gonna have any trouble with this.
Target shields offline.
Let's boost closer. Yeah, so I upgraded the power distributor on the Vulture to A grade, so I can fire the pulse lasers a lot more now than before. So this should net us a pretty penny when it blows up. Yeah.
Target destroyed.
What else do we have here? Diamondback Explorer. That could also have a bounty. Scan it from here. Yeah, it does have a bounty. So let's just boost down there and start hitting it. It's not really dangerous for us.
Target shields offline.
Just gonna stay right next to it, so we do a lot of damage. I guess we could fly over here and look in the cockpit.
Target destroyed.
Alright, what else do we have? Asp Explorer.
Frameshift charge detected.
There was also a Cobra, but the Asp will have a bigger bounty if it's wanted. Let's put some pips into the engines, get there a little bit quicker. So now we can scan. Ah, that's clean. That's a shame. So what else? Nothing else really right now. So let's head back towards the resource extraction site and take a look at the scenery. So here's our ship just flying past the blue planet. It's a nice looking scene. But we can't dwell on that. Let's see if there's anyone else to hit. There's an anaconda. There's also an Imperial courier. I lost the anaconda on the scanner.
Scan detected.
Alright, so the courier's wanted. And that is a little bit weaker than the Vulture. It's one of those first unlocks for ships on the Imperial side. Let's just kill it. I'll boost a little bit past it here, because I started shooting head on. Just stay right up close.
Target shields offline.
Boost again to get close. Really close. Alright. So now we can almost see him in the cockpit there.
Frameshift charge detected.
Yeah, now it's trying to run away, but that's too late. Let's look at the pretty explosion here. I'll fly through the wreckage.
Target destroyed.
Ah, he didn't have much of a bounty really, only 30. And no targets. Ah, here's a federal dropship now. That's the ship that I'm probably going to upgrade to next. But I'm still short about 10 million, I think. So the ship itself is around 14 million, and then I'd need to kit it out.
Scan detected.
And this one is wanted, so let's just take a look at it. Go real close. Look him in the eye here when we scan him. It's very important to be intimidating. I actually missed the scan, so I wanted to go too close. But we finish it now, and I'll just take him out. Yeah, the dropship is not quite as maneuverable as the Vulture is, so we should be able to stay behind him pretty easily. I think he's actually sleeping in there. Or maybe he's watching the new Star Wars movie, so he's too busy to actually do anything like a maneuver or, or move in some sort of direction. I think he just gave up when we looked him in the eye earlier. So now we rammed him as well. It's not really the best idea to ram it, but we weren't really up to speed anyway, and his shield was down. Because the dropship has more mass than we do in a Vulture. So he would come out on top
Target shields online.
in a ramming competition.
Target destroyed.
Alright,
Under attack.
he had a pretty nice bounty, that's good. Yeah, so we don't really have any other contacts here. So let's just head back.
5 charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So we need to go back to Dahan Gateway, unlock that destination and we'll turn around. So in order to make docking here at Dahan Gateway a little bit more interesting, maybe we should see how quickly we can do it and hope that we don't crash into the side of the station. So let's put all pips in engines, and when we get there we'll just do it as quickly as possible without dying horribly. That's a feature they should implement. They should have docking records at all of the stations. And you would have the pilot's name of the record holder for fastest docking after exiting Super Cruise. Of course, everybody would probably do it in an Eagle or something like that, and maybe even a Sidewinder. Alright, safe disengage. Let's head to contacts, boost. Need to request docking. There we go. And it's up here. Here's a docking approach. Let's just brake. And 16, that's down there. Deploy landing thingy. We need to back up a little bit and get down. And now we need to go forward a little bit. And then we need to crash down here. There we go. Well, I lost a lot of time there on the pad, but other than that, I think it was okay. So let's repair, refuel before we forget, and we'll head to contacts and redeem all bounty vouchers. We have 800,000, and then we go back into the bulletin board and see if we made some progress. Yeah, we did. So now we're in the C bracket, top 50%, and we would receive another 1 million in global credit awards. But there's still 1 week, 1 day and 19 hours left, so we would probably need to cash in some more vouchers here to stay in this bracket and move up. But I think I'm gonna hang out here for a while, blowing up stuff, moving up the brackets, and hope that everyone else is too busy with the Christmas community goal, with a sort of Santa Claus that is also going on, where you bring in gifts. If you just started out in Elite and you have one of the earlier ships, that might be a good community goal to participate in, because there's ship rewards, so that might be a fast track way of getting a better ship. But I'll put a link in the description to all of the ongoing community goals. You have to find them on the Elite Dangerous forums. They're not listed in the game. However, if you go to home and click Galnet here, you'll also usually see the community goals in here, but it's presented in more of a lore way. This one is the Christmas one, Clause Incorporated Issues Appeal. So you can see it doesn't exactly say what the rewards are or what it does. But this is the community goal with the ship rewards, where you have to bring gifts. And you can read about that as well on the forum link that I put in the description to this video. And if we look for the one that I was just doing, might be this one. Yeah, Professor Ismail Palin has requested help in establishing a new research base on Maya. That's what we are doing. We are making the shipping lane secure for ships bringing in supplies by killing off wanted ships. But again, you wouldn't really know that this is a community goal necessarily just by looking at this. So check the forum link and help out with a community goal near you. And be sure to check out the Santa Claus one if you're new to the game. That could net you a better ship. Alright guys, fly safe. Thank you for watching and I'll catch you all next time.